Hey, Mark, Shepard here, and I am getting fired up for my 90-day challenge, my next 90-day challenge. I've done 3 challenges so far, and each of the challenges has absolutely taken me to the next level. And I want to explain a little bit about the 90-day challenge as well as what it's done for me so far and what I think might be in it for you. So I urge you to hang in here with me because I think I have some valuable information for you that regardless of whether you decide to join us at one of the 3 levels of involvement or just to kind of watch from the sidelines and think about next time, either way is fine. It's up to you, right? I want to share this with people who can benefit from it. And the vast majority of people would never ever even consider doing something like this. So that excludes a lot of people. And the very fact that you're watching this means that you're actually part of a select elite minority of human beings on this planet. The 1% of the 1% who are willing to work on themselves. And that's who I want to talk to. That's who hopefully is out there somewhere in cyberspace living their lives frustrated because they want more and frustrated because the blocks and stopping things, the things that stop you from your childhood, from the way you were raised, from your beliefs, from your geographic location, the things you say to yourself, the things you present to yourself on your mental movie screen, all of these things are affecting you and they're stopping you, slowing you down, and you don't want it anymore. You're tired of it. You're ready to finally really expand to be the person you want to be. And that's for me the journey that I'm on. I have struggled for so many years to get my music out into the world. For 40 years, people have been saying to me, Mark, your songs are amazing. They touch me deeply. They inspire me. And when I hear you perform, I think, oh my God, this guy should be famous. That's what they've been saying to me. And it screwed with my head as a teenager because I had no self-esteem. I had been bullied. I had been hiding from the world, and I was a massive introvert. So I didn't like going to parties. And the people that seemed to make it in the music business were people who were extroverts and who could make contacts. And I didn't know any of that stuff. I had to learn it. So along the way, I have learned some basic powerful skills that if any of you actually wanted to apply, each one of these different areas would take you to the next level in your life. Whether it's working on your health and your fitness, right? I've been working on that. And I'm 56 years old. I don't see my abs yet, but I am steadily lowering my body fat and very gently and effectively building my muscles at the same time. So it's not just about the food. It's a course that I've created and that I continue to add to, all about the things I've learned in the area of health. And my dad, Lewis Shepard, he's 89, still swims 3 times a week, healthy as hell, above the knee amputee. He's handicapped from a very early age. He was handicapped about the same time that my song started kicking in, right? So age 16. So he's lived with that for his life, and his quest has been ultimate health and longevity, cancer prevention, healthy, vibrant, alert, fine of mind and body. That's my dad, and I'm hoping to bring him in for the 90-day challenge and have him on staff as your coach. And if you want to work with him one-on-one, you'll be able to do that. But I want to have him contribute to this very, very powerful process. So that's one little piece of my 90-day challenge. I always work with some challenge in my body. What am I working on, right? So we're all going to do that if you choose. Again, this is a self-starter, self-created program. And the big piece is you're not alone. And you need to know other people are working on this and to hear their progresses and their frustrations and failures so that you can get where you want to go, right? So then we have the other area, the key area, relationships, right? This is the most challenging thing in the world, and my girlfriend and I have really committed to each other that we're going to work on our shit, right? We're going to work on the stuff that we trigger in each other that brings up those wounds that are there for healing. And whether or not we spend the rest of our lives together or not, that we've only been, a steady thing for a year. So not jumping into that, but working on the skill set to relate better regardless of what happens. And the more we relate to each other, the more we want to be with each other. It's kind of cool. So I'm working on that, and I will share with you the research I've been doing. Part of why I go to California is I'm working with some of the best marketing coaches and relationship coaches. And strangely enough, it's really the same thing, because marketing is about creating relationships. And I am seeking to create relationships with people who value my music, value the message, and who are working on themselves and are tired of doing it all by themselves to the ridicule of their family and friends, right? I'm looking for people who are seeking in their own way to become modern Jedi mind masters in their own lives, in their own circles of influence, and to start creating your life instead of just letting it happen to you, right? So we have the physical body, we have relationships, and we have finance, money, and career. And I'm the first to admit, I am not a master of money yet. I am working on it. And the more I understand that money is really just energy, the more I can seem to manifest a steady amount of it, even though sometimes it's been close. Like, for example, putting on my concert in November 19th, the last concert of Mark Shepard and the Rogue Mystics. It was the last concert because I really suck at getting people to come to things. Old childhood stuff. I had a birthday party when I was in 4th grade or something. I invited all the boys in the class. None of them came. Or actually one time, yeah, that was one year, none of them came. The next year, one of them came, and it was like the kid I least wanted to come, right? So there's a conflict. Ooh. So I would put out calls to people, and very few people would respond. So I had to learn how to sell myself and the concert, right? So that's what I was working on in the last 90 days. I was able to almost cover all the expenses of that event. And my next step is to take what I learned from that, and if I do it again, to plan maybe ahead for a year, so that I can actually sell out a larger venue at a higher ticket price, and do it again next year, but even better. Actually, I didn't have time or money to pay the musicians to rehearse. So I would like to actually rehearse with the band, right? My dream is to be able to take a band of this quality on the road and have it be a money-making proposition, something that is actually financially sound, which it isn't yet, because as we all know, music seems to be a challenge, which is why I'm learning all the stuff that I'm learning, right? So you see how the body, you have to have a healthy body. Your relationships, if you're in a relationship that's not supporting you, how are you going to get to your dreams? It's going to be cutting you from behind every time you take a step. It's going to be pulling you on invisible strings and rubber bands holding you back. So the relating, huge for the dream. And then the next piece, money. We have to learn how to have enough of it and to clear our blocks against it. A lot of families have secret, unconscious taboos against making too much money. And when we clear those, it's amazing how people suddenly begin to allow more into their life. And that's where hypnosis and NLP come in. And all of these is that we're taking the leading edge, absolute, most powerful tools on the planet for mastering your own mind and for communicating and influencing and persuading and connecting and collaborating with these other human beings on the planet. When you take those together and then you integrate them into all the areas of your life, you are unstoppable, and the joy begins to literally overflow you, right? And that's what I'm trying to share with people, because I live every day doing exactly what I want to do all day, pretty much every day. And the more I do what I want to do every day and follow my different passions, my projects, and learn and constantly attempt to explain it better. So like I'm learning stuff. For example, I'm reading a book by this guy, Trump. Now, stop. I don't personally like the man. I don't know what the future holds, but I want to know about him. I'm not going to just take my disdain or distaste for this man and close down to learning something from him. And that's one of the lessons I learned from my mentor, who gave this book to all of us last weekend. And he said, guys, whether you like him or not, he's here. Let's understand what led to his particular level of success. And this book was written 30 years ago. So I think it's highly revealing of a certain man, a certain mindset. And he does some things that I do admire. And he has some qualities that I share. He's an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. I get sometimes, I see how he's driven and relentless, and that's one aspect that I've lacked in my life because I tended to give up too easily, right? So these are all things we can learn from and apply in every area of our life, from health and fitness to relationships to business and finance and to spiritual. I'm a spiritual but not religious guy. I think we're all created from something. And I don't need to go to a church or a synagogue or a temple or a mosque or any official place of worship to understand that this is holy ground we walk on every day. And you can hear that in my music. And so ultimately, the 90-day challenge is me doing my best to share the process I'm in of becoming who I truly want to be, and to share the process in a way that hopefully will allow you to become who you truly want to be. And so I'm going to invite you, if you haven't yet done it, opt into my email list. I will be gathering up steam and momentum for my next 90-day challenge. Probably right after Christmas, I will start communicating to you about what it is, how it benefits you, and eventually, when I figure it out, what it will cost. And there will be a cost, because I think unless you invest in yourself, you're not going to take it seriously. And that's the kind of people I want. However, I will continue to report on it in my general email list, so there's no obligation and there's no pressure to spend money you don't have. I'm not interested in that. I want people who are going for it and who value what it is that I offer. And I offer some amazing tools to master your mind for a change, and some amazing songs that just might get stuck in your head and help you move forward faster, easier, and better. And some hypnosis tools and techniques, and NLP and timeline, and all the various leading edge things that I have been literally gathering to myself in the last 20 years, actually more like 30 years, in an attempt to get my music out into the world to the audience that I feel it deserves. And that's a shift right there. And all of this work has enabled me to say, I feel my music deserves a huge audience. Boom. And the 90-day challenges, for me, are helping me move towards that goal instead of collapsing on myself when I have a setback. And that was one of my old patterns. And you have patterns too. You probably procrastinate. You probably have big dreams, but then get discouraged and quit early, right? Those are all the things we all do. And that's why we need to be in a tribe of people, a nation of transformation, people who actually go, you know what? I know I'm going to die, so I might as well try some new stuff. I know I'm not going to make it out of here alive, so why not play this as the absolute best game in town? To learn what the secret rules are to the secret rules, right? And to understand that when you understand the laws of the universe, that we get what we focus on, boom, you can change everything. And I can literally teach you how to rearrange your neurology so that you are more the way you want to be. That's what I've been trying to say all this time. And I'm sorry, until today, I couldn't quite get it all out. And I want to thank you for watching this and for listening. And I advise you, maybe watch it again. And then either opt in so you make sure you're part of this, or just send me an email, mark@markshepard.com, and let me know you're in. And I'll put you on the VIP list, and you'll get first crack at whatever it is that we do, because it's coming up soon, and it's going to be exciting, and it's going to change your life. So more on that tomorrow. Peace, grooviness, over and out. Have a wonderful holiday. I hope you had a wonderful holiday if you're watching this a few days after I send it out. Just to know I'm thinking about you all the time, and how I can serve you, how I can use what I have to help you take what you have to the next level. All right, so that's it for now. Mark Shepard. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. If you haven't opted in, please do so. I really appreciate the likes and the shares and the comments. So thank you very much. Let's keep doing this. I love you guys. Over and out.